Hello guys, welcome back. I have a massive empties that I figured was time to go through. So welcome. If you're new here, hi, my name is Dana. I go through skincare, sunscreen, some makeup, some lifestyle, and we do lots of things on this channel. But today is a beauty empties. These are the best kinds of videos because you really get a sense of what I've liked. I've used it all up. Sometimes I don't make it through a product and I put it in here and then you know it's a big fail. But most of the time I do try to use up the product as much as I can because I don't like to waste things. So with that said, this video probably won't go up until much later. So hopefully by then I will be out of this sling. But if you have not watched any of my other videos, I have a separated shoulder, this shoulder, because I fell off a horse riding and had to have surgery, and now I am on the road to recovery. So like I said though, by the time this video goes live, it'll probably be out, so who knows. Anyway, let's just jump on in and get going. Okay, so the first one, I feel like I have a lot of empties in this video that are tried and true, and I've gone through a few of them. So let's start there, and then we'll get into stuff that maybe I didn't like as much. But the first one is the Living Proof Flex Hairspray. So this is, I think, my second bottle. Oh wow, it says heat protection. I never knew that. I don't think you're necessarily going to like put this on and then straighten your hair. Sorry, I've got an itch on my nose. I wouldn't say that like put this on and then straighten your hair, but I've never seen that before. Anyway, this is a medium hold. I would say maybe even like a light hold hairspray. It has one of the best scents. It doesn't smell like hairspray. It's kind of like a vanilla-y scent to me. And I like the fact that it's not super holdy, like super strong hold. I do have a super strong hold for those days when I want like it not to budge, but this is better for maybe if you're wearing your hair down and you want like some loose curls to stay. I have repurchased, I have like 2 in my backup drawer right now, so this is a forever purchase. It is pricey, 30 bucks is a lot, so I try to get it when it's on sale, but I also think it's worth the price, especially with that scent, because I can't stand normal hairspray smells. Okay, the next one, and I need to film this video, but my injury has kind of put a hold on filming a lot of videos. But I have 2 empties of this AREY Not Today Gray. This is a dietary supplement. You get 60 pills in each one. And this, in conjunction with the hair oil that they make, is what I've been using. And I basically have eliminated all of the gray hairs that I have. So I would say that this is a success. I was a bit hesitant because I think I was on maybe like month 2 and I was like, you know what? I don't want to keep repurchasing this if I'm not seeing any difference. But it really does take quite a long time. I mean, it is hair growth that you're looking at. So for me, I started to see the differences by about month 3/4. And then I still have repurchased it. I've got it on like the subscription basis. And I feel like I can use a lot less, especially of the hair oil. But I do take 2 pills a day. The pills are natural. Like you can look at the supplements. There's like vitamin D, vitamin B6, folate, B12, biotin, calcium, iron, like pretty normal ingredients. So I don't mind taking that for, you know, however long as I need, but I will do the full kind of recap on this product in a little bit. But I just wanted to let you know that I have finished 2 of them and continue to use it every single day. Okay, another empty that we love. This is the Live Tinted Hueguard. This is my second, maybe third bottle, and it has been used quite up. I love this stuff. Truly, the only thing that could make it better is if it had a higher SPF. This is SPF 30, but if it had a SPF 50, I would probably only use this. It is probably, I've said this before, I need to do a top 5 like chemical and mineral sunscreens. But if I'm gonna put it in, if I'm gonna do it right now, it's gonna go into my top 5 mineral sunscreens. It just applies so well on all skin tones. It doesn't have a tint really. Sorry, I had to take a little break because my SD card was full. But yes, back to the Live Tinted sunscreen. It is top 5. I mean, I feel this in my bones because I feel like you can use it no matter what your skin tone or type is. If you have drier skin, you can just put on more moisturizer. If you have more oily skin, it's not going to leave you with a matte cover or finish, but it does dry down so you don't feel that like crazy, greasy, glowy too much. And then like I said before, the tone, it just blends in. There's not going to be an extra tint. It doesn't feel like makeup. It's just pretty much perfect. I guess waterproof and higher SPF, and then it would truly be perfect. But This will be a forever repurchase in my world. Okay, another one that I've already repurchased is the Ordinary Retinol 1% in Squalane. This stuff kind of changed the game for me. I don't know why I bought it or when I bought it, but I stopped using my tretinoin because I just didn't like how it felt. A, like the actual consistency and texture, and then B, I didn't feel like I was having like any results. So I was like, you know what? Let's take a step back. Let's go back to the roots, back to the basics. Retinol are supposed to be like lower efficacy in terms of vitamin A, but at the same time, my skin reacts so much better to it than tretinoin. And I know that there are more steps that your skin has to take to convert it versus tretinoin, but I can't explain to you why, but I do like retinols better. And this is one of the ones that I kind of picked up on my skin loving in the very beginning. It is an oil, so it feels like a facial oil. So I find that kind of counteracts any irritation that you may get from the retinol. It's a high dose or high strength dose. This is 1%. So if you are more sensitive, I wouldn't suggest starting at this. But if you are somebody who is experienced with retinol, this is a very good and powerful retinol. And it's also like 15 bucks. So this will probably be a forever repurchase. And I've already started my second bottle, but yeah. Really love this one. Oh, I forgot, I didn't mention when I was talking about the AREY pills, but I've also emptied 2 of their To The Root volumizing serum. So I think when you're starting off, you definitely are going to want to use this serum and then the pills. But I think as you get going and you start to see the difference, you can kind of cut back on some of them. For me personally, it's the serum. I just don't like having to apply the serum to my skin, or my hair twice a day. I wouldn't say it leaves my hair greasy, but I also have very dry hair, not skin. But I think if you have more oily hair, you're probably not gonna love applying this, especially twice a day. That's a lot. It just is a lot, like even if it doesn't do anything to your hair. But in the beginning, if you're wanting to see the gray hairs disappear and like get better, I don't know if better is the right word, I would suggest using the serum and the supplements in tandem. But then as you go, you can kind of do a little bit less, especially of this, I think. So that's kind of what I will be saying in my video, but that's a little bit of a sneak peek to that. Okay, and a few more kind of tried and true. This is the Protocol Elements Water Lock. I don't know why I said that so oddly, but this is a slugging product. So it's a moisturizer. But what is unique about this and why I fell in love with it, and I've already repurchased it, is it leaves your skin matte. Like, I feel like we need like a mic drop for that. So if you know anything about slugging is usually done with like a Vaseline, Aquaphor, something very, very emollient. And it also is a mess. So if you like move at all, if your hair touches it, if your pillow touches your face, you're just gonna spread Aquaphor over everything. But this is different because it is matte, not like super, super matte, but it just doesn't feel greasy on your face. But it also is supposed to act like a slugging product. So locking all that moisture in, I cannot get enough of it. I use it all over my face. I use it every single night when I'm feeling very dry. And it's not super expensive. I don't remember. I mean, I bought this with my own money, but it's not like crazy expensive. So I have no problem repurchasing it. And it's a pretty small kind of indie brand. I would like to try some of their other products, but I'm more interested in this one because it's unique. Like they have a vitamin C and I'm like, whatever, I have vitamin C's, but I have not seen anything like this. So highly recommend if you like slugging, but you don't like the mess. Okay, we have one more of kind of like the tried and true that I've used multiples of, and this is the ANSWR Keratin treatment. I have been using this now, God, I gotta go look at the video. I will link the video. But I've been using it since I made that video. So I feel like 2 years, maybe more. And it's holy grail. If I had 10 items that I could bring them to a desert island, it would be one of them. As long as they sent me supplies of it all the time because I can't go without it. But this is an at-home keratin treatment for your hair. So if you have more frizzy, curly hair, this is gonna be a lifesaver because it doesn't get your hair to be like, what's it called? Like a Brazilian blowout straight, where your hair is just stick straight. This one just kind of gives you like, it relaxes it a little. And I don't like to use the word relaxer because relaxers are quite different. The ingredients are much, much better than a relaxer. But it just gives your hair like the ability to manage it without having to always either straighten it or put curl products in. If you have curly hair, you can't just get out of the shower and you have to either do something to it and straighten it or put in product to make it curly. and this allows me to just get out of the shower and be. So for that reason, I love it. It also just kind of tames the frizz and the like little baby hairs around my face. I use it every, I would say like 6 months. You're really supposed to use it more like every 3 to 4, but it kind of just depends. And yeah, forever repurchase. Okay, moving into things that are maybe not a forever repurchase, but that I have enjoyed a lot. The first one we have is the NATURIUM Vitamin C Complex Serum. I'm actually not going to talk about this a lot because I don't love it. I've tried this one, I think 2 or 3 times, and I just find it to be unremarkable. I have their other one, which I forget the name, but that one has vitamin C and retinol, and I feel like I've been liking it a little bit more. So I'm not going to repurchase this one, and I'm going to stick with the other vitamin C from NATURIUM. I do like how affordable and easy it is to get, but it just, again, unremarkable in my opinion. Another one that was unremarkable is the Easy Peasy Cleansing Oil. This is a Korean beauty brand, and they sent me some of their other products, and I actually didn't like any of them, so I didn't post about it. And then I bought this on my own because I was more interested in this than some of the products they sent me. And it was a cleansing oil. I mean, obviously, it still is. Well, not really, but it worked fine. I don't think it was remarkable. I didn't like the scent of it. I won't be repurchasing it. I have ones that are cheaper and just do the job. So this was, again, kind of unremarkable. This one is the Living Proof Frizz Nourishing Styling Cream. I got this one from a friend. Like, it didn't work for her, so she gave it to me. And it took me like years to use this up. I like a lot of the Living Proof kind of products, but I didn't love this one. I didn't feel like it was really that nourishing, that it was getting rid of my frizz. Like, it just felt like a throwaway. So it's empty, won't be repurchasing it, don't really recommend. All right, another that is empty is the TATCHA Indigo Cleansing Balm. So I have talked about this in my last cleansing balm video, which I will link above. This is a beautiful, beautiful cleansing balm. It's just so small. Like, what do I get in here? 1.9 fluid ounces, or what is this, 54 grams or milliliters? I guess grams. It's tiny. It just sits in the palm of your hand. It is decent for travel. It's still like a little bulky. Like, it doesn't need to be this bulky. The consistency is a dream. It takes makeup off like a dream. I just go through this so quickly that the price of it is, I just can't stomach that when you can get them so much cheaper elsewhere. So, lovely product if you want to splurge, but I just don't think it's affordable if you are constantly buying that kind of product. One that is a little bit more affordable though is the PURITO from Green Avocado Cleansing Balm. I wouldn't say it's the most affordable cleansing balm, but it is more affordable than the TATCHA one, and it does the job just as well. So if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, you can get this one on Amazon, I believe, and it is from the brand. This is a good option. It's just not something I'm like thinking about like, oh, I miss it so much in my routine, but a very, very nice cleansing balm. Another one that is empty is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. So there's not much to say about this. This is a very affordable brow pencil. I love the fact that it's like $5, but I actually got one that's even cheaper and I've been using, and I like a little bit more. Where is the name? This is the Wet n Wild, whatever it's called. This one is a little bit less, the Wet n Wild has a bit of a drier formula, so I feel like it doesn't spread as much when you don't want it to. The NYX one, sometimes if I would draw on a little bit of my brow and if I touched it right after, it would just vanish because it was too emollient almost. So I don't think I will repurchase. I think I'll stick with the NYX one, which is like $2 also, but it's not a bad option. All right, another empty. This one I've had for a while and I just haven't talked about. This is the ONESKIN Eye Topical Supplement. This is an eye cream. This is a big, big fat fail for me. I still have to film this video. I've been using some of their other products, trying to get a handle on it. And for the price and what this is supposed to do, absolutely not. I will never repurchase the eye cream. I don't want to go too much into detail because I'm going to save that for the other video. But for me, big, big pass. Big. All right, this is a sad, not really empty, but this is the NATURIUM Phyto-Glow Lip Balm in Hibiscus. And the only reason that I have this in my empties is because I don't know how it happened. And since I only have one arm right now, I can't really show you. But basically, the top of it ripped open. And so anytime I try to squeeze it out on my lips, it actually comes out the top and gets all over my hands. The first time it happened, I was like, I don't know why this is happening. And then I figured out there was a hole up here. So this has never happened to me with their products or this lip balm before. So I think it's probably a one-off. And I do love these tremendously. but sadly I have to throw that away. Now let's talk about some products that have either expired. I just think it's time for them to go because I've had them so long. The first one is the MACstack Mascara. Don't ask me why I bought this. I think it was going viral for a moment, and I don't know. Sometimes, you know, we all fall victim to that. It's got the most insane bristles, whatever the word is. It does give you the most voluminous, crazy lashes, but I think it's actually a little too much for me, and it dried up pretty quickly, so not gonna repurchase it. It was a flash in the pan, very TikTok inspired, even though I don't even have to. All right, another one that has expired, sadly, is the HENRIKSEN Banana Bright Sun Kissed Face Primer. So this one I really enjoyed for quite a long time, and I've used quite a bit of it, but then it just felt like as it was going bad and getting older, it started to make my face, like the color was a little bit weird. So I feel like this is one of those products that you really have to use within the expiration timeline. Otherwise, I don't know, it just like turned my face orange. So it's a really interesting product, and it's kind of like a face self-tanner, but like short term. But then again, I honestly don't really want my face looking super tan because it does have more color than like my neck sometimes. So would I repurchase it? Probably not. Did I love it at one point? Absolutely. And you know, it's just time to say goodbye. Another one, which is this pretty sad, it's not even empty, but a sad goodbye, is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is the original. This is the shade 3C1 Fawn. They have had this for years and years. And this one I wore on my wedding day. So this is 4 years old, and for that reason, it just is time to go. I mean, let's see what the expiration date, 2021, beyond expired. I just don't think I need to put it on my face. I have so many others. It's a beautiful, beautiful formula. I feel like the original is just a classic. So if you want a tinted moisturizer, this is one of my recommendations. But I also have so many that I've kind of, I don't know, I've moved away from it, but you know, if I put it on, I'm sure that I would fall in love with it once again. Another one that is pretty much expired is the Glossier Futuredew Oil Serum Hybrid. I used quite a bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it is down to about here where my thumb is. Again, having one arm is not very helpful. This stuff is amazing if you have dry skin. Why I have it? Because I don't have dry skin, I don't know. I must have had drier skin a few years ago because I used a lot of this. You could wear it on its own, you could wear it under makeup. It is going to give you dew for days. So if that's something you're looking for, absolutely. If you are sensitive to scents, unless they've reformulated it, it is very heavily fragranced. I think, if I remember correctly, rosemary, but you know, it's a good product for that glass skin look. Oh my. Okay, a few more. This is a huge Empties. I'll try to go through them quickly. These are 3 lash serums, 3 that I did not like. The first one we have is the Swede Pro Eyelash Serum. Just didn't do a darn thing for me, not one thing. Next one we have is the NYK1 Lash Force. Again, people rave about this. They say it's cheaper than all the others. You can get it on Amazon. I didn't see a darn thing. And I used it. I try to use each one for 4 to 6 weeks because that's how long you really need to use it to see any progress, but didn't see anything. And then the last one is the Dr. B Lab, like Dr. Brandt Lash and Brow Serum. This one, what I loved about it is it's actually like more of a gel consistency. So it doesn't go anywhere once you put it on your eyelash, as opposed to something that's more liquidy, which can kind of get into your eye and make your eyes sting. I like this consistency. I saw no results though. Okay, 2 more things, and I can't hold them both because I need 2 hands to hold them. But, well, I guess I can. Let's see. This is the Exponent combination like product. It's called the filter, I don't know what it's actually called, but I have the formula that is the Firming Filter CoQ10 Antioxidant Powder. And this stuff is very wildly expensive, and I just didn't love it. Mainly because, oh, this is disgusting. So this is the, like, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to buy the serum, you put it in here, here's the little stand, close the serum's in there. When you press down on this button, I can't do it, the serum comes up into this little well, and then you take, this is a whole thing, then you take the powder, this is this powder, you take it, turn it upside down, put it in the well, and then press down. and then the powder mixes with the serum, and you mix your product right then and there. And the whole idea with it is it's supposed to give you the freshest formula for your product, which is important with some of these formulas that have heavy actives in them. But I just found it to be so cumbersome, and like I didn't look forward to it. In the beginning, I did, because I was like, oh, it's novel, it's something new. But then it was like, I'm just trying to get through my nighttime skincare routine, and I don't want to have to go through all these steps. This also became disgusting. You can see, I mean, I haven't cleaned this off in a while. This is not what it would look like, but it was like you had to clean this little jar out each time. It's a lot. And it's kind of a trade-off. You are getting the freshest product, but you're also going through way more steps than just like pumping it out from a bottle. And it's also incredibly pricey. So I don't know. For me, it seems like not something in my lifestyle that works, but if you are happy to have that extra moment and like really make it a routine, then it might be something that could work for you. One other thing, or I've got, I guess, a few more. This one was the Nudes by Juvia Place. And I think it was supposed to be, let's see, I think it's an eyeshadow palette, which looks beautiful. And I really like neutral colors that I can just like have on my eyelids as a wash of color. This formula was atrocious. So dry, so flaky. I don't even like really look at like a lot of eyeshadow palettes and know different formulas here and there, but I knew that this was not good, and I just know I'm never gonna use it. I think it was like $8 though, so I'm kind of just like, bye-bye. All right, two more. This one is the Dr. AREY Major Fade Serum Spot Corrector. I forget the name. I will link it below. But basically, this one comes with 2 of these little components, and you can refill them within the first, like when you buy it. So it's a very pricey product, and it is meant to help with discoloration and dark spots. But I used this up so quickly. I was using it morning and night because that's what they said to do. And then I realized like, this is just not sustainable. I'm gonna go through it so quickly. So now I use it 1 time a day. I haven't seen dramatic results. I know some people have. I'm trying to do like the full 30, 60 days of using the products and actually taking before and afters to see. So it's kind of like, I don't know yet, but I will do a full brand review on the brand on Dr. AREY. Okay, another that I just didn't end up using and I'm just done with is the Beauty Pie Super Cheek Gleam. That's the shade Gleam. This is a blush. It's intense. So this is probably just my user error, but I'm going to swatch it and what it looks like. It is a lot. It's got a nice like gold kind of reflect, almost like a duochrome with that pinky shade. But I just find myself never really loving what it looks like on. I think it's a lot, and I just don't, like, if it just had a little bit less pigment, I feel like I would be able to make it work a little bit better. But it's just not something that I am gonna reach for that much. So this is it rubbed out, but I don't know, maybe I'll keep it, we'll see. And then the very last thing that I have is the Face Halo Cleansing Balm. This jar broke. I have had so many struggles with this cleansing balm. I've had 2 of them. They both turn like into a soupy mix. They don't hold the consistency, and they also do not work as a cleansing balm. So I have a video on this in one of my cleansing balm videos. I will link it above, but this was the biggest fail. Like, this is probably my least favorite cleansing balm of all time. So I did not use it up. This is full, but I just can't. So, ta-da! We are all done. I can't believe it. This was a long one. I'm looking at the timestamp right now, and I do apologize that it's so long. I will timestamp each product, even though I don't like to do that because that's so much work on my end, but for you guys, I will. So, no need to drag this out any longer, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one.